Hello, good evening,
We're
and welcome
live.
to the Great Garblag Games Crossing the Streams City of Mist Spectacular Feat, $2 creature feature, Beholder to No One, Chaotic Wonderful, and Synthetic 20. So many places, so many people. Thank you very much for joining us. We have come back. Last week I had to miss the session because I am a poorly person. But today we've got session one. We've got our characters all built and ready to go. So I will let my players introduce their fine characters to you, and then we'll talk a little bit about the city and what's going on. So, working our way around from the top, that's Nikki.
Oh, yay. Are we just introducing ourselves or our characters as well?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Cool. Wonderful. Hi, I'm Nikki, aka Beholder to No One. You can find me all over the internet at Beholder to No One or Nikki Beholder to No One, depending on where it's at. Also on Chaotic Wonderful and Weave the Tale and a whole bunch of other places. But today I am playing Dr. Dahlia Best, your local psychologist who's just here to make sure that you are understanding what the deep root of your problems are. We need to chat about that. And then also bothering one of our other players constantly when she's drinking after work. It's like, oh my god, these people are ridiculous. Yeah, so that's her. She is I don't remember if I actually created a description for her, so I'm just gonna make it up on the spot. But she is a late 30-year-old woman who is just trying her best, a person who thinks she can fix everybody and just kind of has a little bit of luck on her side all the time. Just doesn't really believe in luck, but she just happens to be in the right place at the right time or take the right step at the right moment and gets really good vibes on people.
Cool. Going round clockwise. Sin, hi.
Hello. I hope that I just got a flash flood warning on my phone. And I hope that did not come out. But I'm in the middle of a storm right now. Yay. But I am Sin or Matt Synthetic 20 TTV on Twitch and Twitter. Less on Twitch these days while I'm getting medical situations sorted out. But follow me on Twitter to, hear about all of the wonderful things that I am doing. Today, I am playing Orin Hartfin, a bookshop owner with an anger management problem that might possibly, manifest as a Hyde mythos. So we'll have some fun with that. And both I and my character are they, them pronouns.
Good stuff.
All right, she, her pronouns.
Kawaifu.
I'm Kawaifu TV on mainly Twitter at the moment. That's pretty much where you'll find me, besides floating around people's discords. I am playing Blair Rowe, she, her, she, they. She is a cabbie who tends to know where she's going almost all the time. She's overworked, undercaffeinated, tends to not have a day off, and that probably eventually, has a very high caffeine addiction. Because she's almost awake 24/7.
Know that feeling some of the time.
Same.
Next up, we've got Nye.
Yay! Hello. I don't have cool places to go see me. Just like roll a rock over and something vaguely like me will crawl out. It's fine. I'm playing Nick Perrin. We both use he, him pronouns. And he's a bar owner who also has the alchemist. I already fucked this out. The alchemist stone. Philosopher's stone. God damn it. There we go. Fuck it. And he also has the mythos of Hermes Trismegistus, who's also an alchemy-related, god. And yeah, he's just kind of he's not very good. He's not a very good bartender. Like he'll hear your problems out, but you're getting like the same beer. He only just learned what lager is. And that's blowing his mind. It's like, wait, there's more than one way to make alcohol? Yeah.
That's pretty
Whoa.
terrifying.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
and our little story is going to be set in a part of the city called the Riverside. Now, the Riverside area, go to the right part of my notes. There we go. Not that part, that part. Yes, there we go. So the Riverside part of the City of Mists consists of the river itself, the docks, the boardwalk, esplanade, some warehouse district, and a carnival. But there's also residential stuff going on. People live there. It's a fairly run-down kind of area. Not a lot of good stuff going on there. Pretty dark a lot of the time. Not all the street lights work. And there is, of course, the ever-present mist of the city itself. Now, the City of Mist is an unusual place where the mythical rubs shoulders with the real, but the real never really remembers because the mist itself blocks out memories of such things. However, our characters as rifts are able to cross that divide. They have both Logos, their normal life, and Mythos, their supernatural connection to what lies beyond. And as a result of such, lead a sort of double life in this world. It's a rainy city as well, a bit cold, colder down by the river as well. And we begin in a bar. Not a trendy uptown wine bar kind of place, the kind of place that maybe about 8 little old men drink in and keep afloat. A little bit run down, not in the best of conditions, but it's called Nye.
It's the cockeyed griffin, which I only just remembered after I wrote it. I was looking at my notes like, what the fuck's the bar called? Oh yeah, I thought that would be funny. So yeah, it's the cockeyed griffin. Not his choice, but that's what all the locals call it. So it's like, well. Makes sense.
Yeah, it was probably called something a lot more noble before, but the painting on the sign out front is a griffin, yeah, but the eyes are something to behold.
Mm-hmm. Giant googly eye.
We need art for it. Sitting at the bar in the Cockeye Griffin is Blair. Jittery Blair of the cab. Being served the same old drink over and over again. And who knows what you ordered, whatever it was. Nick's given you a pint of something yellowish and mildly fizzy.
Lemonade.
Probably got like 3 or 4 empty glasses kind of stacking up to my side.
Exactly, yeah. You'll get them when you're done. It's fine. It's fine. Someone else here. Well,
The dishwashing kid would do that. Oh, we haven't got one.
oh, that's me. Shit, yeah.
Just shooting the breeze, hanging out. Pretty standard evening. This has become a little bit of a habit for you guys when there's not much going on. Rucking up at the Cockeyed Griffin for a couple of drinks and maybe a bag of deep fried pig skin.
I mean, that wasn't initially what I was going to have on the menu, but now that's on the menu ever since, people have been asking for it.
You say that very judgingly, but it's real good.
The customer is always right. So I will take your guys' word for
Pork
it.
scratchings.
Soaks up the alcohol so well.
Mhm.
And the
And
grease
the deep
lines your
fryer is
stomach.
all that's in the kitchen. There isn't even a grill.
Yeah. It's just, yeah. A man after my own heart. Well, the previous owner was a man after my own heart. So just deep fryer, maybe a microwave, that's gone. Like that broke down very quickly.
That's for
The
making tea,
refrigerator
isn't it?
works half the time.
Exactly. Yeah.
So the two of you are
that's-
just sat, chilling out, having a chat. You've got your regulars sat in their regular seats over by the corner. Except for Duncan. He's the one that sits at the bar. Can't hear
Yeah.
for a damn, but he likes to talk.
Yeah, it's fine. They're quite lovely, as long as they've got a couple drinks in them. But past that, it's fine. It's all smooth sailing. Yeah.
Duncan's knuckles have Lao tuckled on one side and Urder on the other.
Oh. Yeah, I'm sure
Beef.
that's. What's that spell? Oh, it spells that. Right. Okay.
Never really had a satisfactory explanation for it.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna.
So the two of you sat there, and Oren steps in through the door.
Wait, that was- Hi,
What's the
Owen.
weather like outside at the minute, Oren? Are you wet? Are you
Well,
dry?
I think that in accordance with the flash flood warning that I've gotten on my phone, it should be a very rainy day. And I would have on a long duster, faux leather, because obviously wouldn't do anything to harm animals just to get clothing. That would be awful. And have dark hair, very unkept, thick glasses. Maybe there is a bit of a beard, maybe not. It's hard to tell with the shadows. But they're walking in with a book to their chest, clutched as if it is a priceless treasure to keep it away from the rain.
Must be a textbook then. Those things cost hundreds.
I just like the idea that Nick is like, "Hey, Oren, I'll pass you a drink," and just slides it, and it just like falls like halfway across the like. Oh, I'm gonna get better at that. I'm gonna work out how they do it. I'll clean that up. Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll get you a new drink. That's on the house.
Sure.
That was my fuck up.
It's literally on the house now.
Yeah, it's all over the house. He just has one rag, so it's not really helping much.
Now, Dr. Best at this point is leaving work, late as always, one of the last ones out. And
Yes, I understand that you need to. I sent. Yep. Mm-hmm. Nope. We've talked about your husband. Session is over now. Okay. All right. See you in a week. No, you can't have 2 sessions a week. No. I gotta go.
And I have 2, but paid you the same amount for 1. No.
and you notice that you've missed an email from one of your former clients, not a current one, girl by the name of Alice Boland. You saw her a couple of years ago, helped her process some childhood stuff that she was dealing with. Last you heard, she was living on her own, had a job, seemed pretty set.
All right. I will get in my vehicle, shut the door, lock the door because it's not the best neighborhoods. You can't really afford nice places. And then check my phone and like read it. It's like, okay, before I turn off for the day, I'll just read one more email. I know that's what I always say, but this time I'm being serious.
So it says, "Hey Doc, I know we agreed last session that I should try to get out more. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going out for a date. But I just wanted to set an alert in case I didn't get home and switch it off in time, so it would text you. I didn't know who else to write to. Anyway, bye."
Was this is this the alert that I was supposed to get if she didn't come home, or the alert that she's going on?
Yeah,
a
that's
date?
kind of the somewhat confusing implication there. Like,
Okay.
it's when somebody's first start getting back out there into the social world, you're encouraging them to tell someone where they're going, what they're doing, so that they've always got that backup. And it looks like she chose you to be an emergency contact, which is a bit weird because you haven't seen or heard from her in at least 8 months.
Yeah. I email her back saying, is this the email that you are, or no, I'll say, where are you going for your date? And what is your current address and phone number? As I also look up her address and phone number that I last had.
Okay, well, while you're typing that, you notice that the date timestamp on the email was 24 hours ago.
Oh, God damn it.
So the email's has obviously been set then to go out if she doesn't switch it off.
Delete.
Last address you have for her, though, is a walk-up tenement.
A walk-up what?
A walk-up tenement, like a block of really, really cheap apartments.
Okay.
Not a great place to live. But she was talking about being able to move out once she got a job. It's not too far away from the Cockeyed Griffin.
Wonderful. Great. Awesome. I will text back saying, hey, I hope that you made it home on time and just forgot to turn the alert off. Going to come check on you. I hope the address is the same. Message me if you can. And then put my phone away and just go, fuck. I thought I was going to clock out. Fuck, I need a drink. Fuck. And then head to the Cockeyed Griffin. Towards the Cockeyed Griffin so I can possibly get someone to go with me, because if something happened, I don't think I could deal with it on my own. I'm not technically super strong. Maybe there's a drunkard that wants to go with me and be a hero.
Oh no. No, Dale, you stay. You've had 8.
That was just this morning.
Yeah. He's been here a while. We don't turn away Dale. But yeah.
So yeah, there's been no response by the time you pull up in the little parking area on the street outside the pub. The Griffin on the sign looks at you with one eye, not the other one. Light spills out from the somewhat stained windows.
Okay. So I'm just going to overanalyze things like I normally do and just say, okay, just stop really quick, see if Nick has anybody that wants to go maybe, and then go check on her. It'll be fine. Everything's going to be fine. It's going to be great. It's okay. You got this. You got this. Can't let the others see that you are having a panic attack. It's fine. Deep breath. Walks inside.
Okay, Oren, this is the six times the charm. I'm going to slide this drink right into your
You
hands.
don't have to do that.
I'll just bring it over. You know what?
Yeah.
I'll just bring it over. It's just like 5
better.
glasses.
Stops in front of like all the broken glass on the ground. Should have just went someplace.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Dahlia. Do you want a drink?
No, I can't stay. I need somebody. Does anyone make a trip with me? I just need to like check on someone like right down the street, but I haven't seen them. It's in a bad part of town, and
Yeah, I can come with.
You're just gonna shut down your bar?
Yeah, fuck it, it's fine. I'll just lock them in. Yeah, you guys all right with that?
Right.
They're happy. It's fine. I'll pour them a couple drinks. Probably go. I'll keep them. I'll obviously yeah, it's fine. I'll just leave the door unlocked. It's fine. I'll take my shotgun. It's the only thing that has no material value in here. So
you know half your liquor is gonna be gone by the time you get back, right?
looks over. It's fine. I wasn't using that shit anyway. It's all good. I don't even know what half that is. What is this? Boon? Yeah, no, I don't need that stuff.
Bourbon?
Yeah, whatever that
I'm gonna
is.
need a shot of that when I get back, probably.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, I'm sure
You
they
can't
will.
fuck up a shot of bourbon. You just pour it into glass, and that's all you do.
Oh, okay. I might need some further instructions when we have to do the procedure, but I will.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome. Wonderful.
I'm adjusting well to this job.
Worst possibility is somebody actually makes a drink while he's gone.
I mean, I don't know. They are very sloshed. I'd be impressed. You know what? If I came back to like a name of a drink, then yeah, I would. Yeah, I'd probably be. Maybe that.
You literally say name of a drink.
He does. Name of a drink. Yeah, a drink of some alcoholic description.
Probably by this, like, Blair's probably in like her second pack of cigarettes.
Hey,
Just kind of stress smoking.
but Blair, Oren, do you want to come with as well? Is that all right with you, Talia?
Yeah, honestly.
Sure.
That's-
Sure.
Sure.
We get. Do you want to take Blair's cab? Is that okay with you, Blair?
It's
Have
fine.
you been drinking, Blair?
It's fine.
That's not an answer.
Trying to discreetly hide the glasses. Yeah, no, yeah, just
Long day. I'll be fine.
All right, so all of you are heading out, crikey, mob-handed.
yeah, exactly.
Are you in trouble?
Keep the party together.
I brought a shotgun.
Why? We don't need that probably.
Oh, I'll put that back then. Yeah, just
I mean, don't leave it there. Put it like
Oh.
in the trunk, maybe,
okay. Yeah, that's fine.
so it doesn't
Pop it
accidentally go. There's nothing in it, right?
in
Wait,
the
let me-
trunk.
No,
The
the
shotgun.
gun.
Oh,
Take the bullets out.
Okay, he takes the shells out, throws them over the sides. That's
Now, the address you've got
Okay.
is literally a couple of minutes walk away. It's quicker to walk than it would be to drive.
Oh.
Driving would be going all the way round. Granted,
Yeah.
Blair's cab is a little bit special and could probably make it there, but it would be much harder to explain how you've parked a cab in a
Mhm.
sixth floor apartment.
Okay, I'll leave the shotgun then.
It's within
Semantics.
walking distance, evidently, according
Oh.
to Google Maps.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. All right. Then, yeah, I'm ready to go. Guys, lock up if I'm not back by lockup time.
Okay, I'm not gonna even touch that. Okay, so I'll lead the way.
All right, so it's a short walk through rainy streets. You've got soggy bits of paper blowing against your ankles, fly papering all over the place. Bands, circuses, bars, protests, free cats, lost cats. Sometimes they're the same thing.
So who's this person we're gonna help?
An old client of mine, Alice. She texted me or emailed me saying that she used me as her emergency contact in case she didn't come back from a date 24 hours ago.
Oh,
I found
that's
out-
serious.
Yeah, I found out about it today. I haven't talked to her in years, so I don't honestly even know if this is where she still lives. I really hope it is, because that would be really convenient. But I'm worried about her, Gotta check in on my clients, especially if they use me as an emergency contact, which they're not supposed to do, but we'll deal with that once
Yeah.
we make sure she's okay.
Of course, yeah. Well, don't worry, we got this. She'll be fine. Don't know why I did a fist yet.
Uh-oh, he's frozen.
Worst thing you could do if you want to calm someone down. No, that's frozen. So I don't-
All right, so you begin your little walk through the streets to this tenement. It's a big, dark, shadowy building, brutalist architecture, just a big concrete box, graffiti all over the walls outside, giant trash containers absolutely full, brimming over. Rats just kind of sat on top of the trash, just watching you eating. One of them gives you a face. What? The door buzzer isn't working on the door. There is a very strong smell of urine in the air. But the door itself just sort of swings open.
The door to her apartment.
Not to her apartment, to the stairwell.
Sorry, man.
Cheap
Somebody else was
linoleum on the floor, ugly green paint that hasn't been looked after in a while, cardboard tiles on the ceiling, some of which are sagging from rain and wet. There is an elevator. The door is covered in graffiti. The inside smells like someone with poor hygiene has been living there for a while.
Do I get a bad vibe off of the elevator and its ability to take us up to the 6th floor?
You know, it's not like a supernatural vibe, but I don't want to go into a small cupboard that stinks of human urine with three
Why don't
other
we take the
people and
stairs?
stand there for a minute.
Okay. I hear exercise is good for you.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Blair's
It
been
really
up the
smells
stairs
bad.
twice and come back down to see why you haven't caught up yet.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of hard, especially since she's in like these the like 1980s, like I think like she's dressed right for a Cure concert.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
And the
She's got
doctor's
those
wearing
like
go ahead.
so she's got those like 3-4 inch boots.
I've seen
Somewhere
goth
there.
girls
Boots with a
do
heel.
things with those boots that just defy physics.
Very practically dressed. Cardigan sweater.
There you go.
Nick's dressed as a bartender. Now people who know what that looks like will know, and I'll just use their imagination in place of my own. I don't know what bartenders dress like. So
You reach the 6th floor. You can hear through many of the doors. TV's blaring, kids crying, people arguing. You get to the door that it's supposed to be. Plain brown covered door, little eye hole, viewport thing for people to look through. You can hear a TV from inside.
She'll knock.
What?
She's not gonna scream.
What?
Knock again.
Goddamn kids!
Knocks again.
Alice is a lot shoutier and older than I was expecting, but you know.
The
Maybe
door
she lives
opens
with the rubber
and
tooth.
in front of you is an older gentleman. I use the term gentleman loosely. The years have not been kind. His hair has receded to a thin line of grey around the sides, and even that manages to be somewhat greasy. He's wearing a food-stained vest and what looks to be just boxer shorts and house slippers. What?
Does an Alice live here?
Maud! What? Who's Alice? His lady wife comes to the door. She's got a cigarette hanging out of her mouth. Hair's up in curlers. She's wearing a green dressing gown of some kind of synthetic fibre. We're not buying.
I don't want to sell anything. I'm looking for Alice. She used to live here. I thought this was still her current residence.
Nah, she moved out like 8-9 months ago.
Do you happen to know where, or is there a landlord that would know where?
Oh, hang on. She goes into the kitchen. You can hear her rattling around and clanking around in there. The old man's kind of just looking at Blair. Slightly confused looking at Blair. Is it Halloween?
Yes.
Yes.
Already?
When is it never Halloween in this city?
It's cool.
Maud
She's
comes back out of the kitchen and she's holding a small pink post-it note square It's got some grease stains on it. It doesn't smell the freshest you've ever seen. She said, yeah, there. And she shows you a much nicer address
Okay.
that you
I-
wouldn't have minded visiting quite as much.
Take a picture of it so I don't have to touch it.
Oh.
Thank you so much for your time.
Are we done?
Yeah, that's all I needed. Thank you.
He just closes the door.
Lovely people. Lovely people. Okay. Quickly types that address in to see how far away it is.
It's nearby. Probably about another 10-minute, 15-minute walk tops. A couple of minutes in the cab or your car. I don't know if Oren has a car. Does Oren have a car?
Orin would, but most of the time walks in between their apartment and their shop.
Fair.
This place isn't too far. I can just drive over. Y'all need to go back to doing what you were doing.
Well, I think this person needs our help, and if we can help them, I think we should. And it can be a bit stressful having to deal with all this stuff on your own. So you've got my figurative shotgun.
There's more cabbies than me.
And I can't say that I don't owe you at least a few.
Okay, fine, fair.
And we do round out, the quadfecta. Oren is the muscle, you're the brains, Blair has a car, and I
Have a
I'm
shotgun.
here. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Even if it's just a figurative one.
Exactly.
I do want to say I left that book behind at the bar. Oh,
we can pick it up. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah,
It-
they won't.
It's not important. I thought it might help with your situation.
Oh, really? That's so nice. Thank you. I will read it once we get back after helping out.
Of course.
Brewing techniques of the 14th century.
I like the pictures.
That is very thoughtful of you, Lauren.
Fermenting 101.
Oh, it's for alcohol. Oh,
No,
right, okay.
My
Okay,
idea
that's fine.
was that it was for the stone, but I
No,
just
I
thought
love
it was
that.
hilarious
That's
as a
perfect.
concept.
Thank you. Yeah. It's just a much thinner book of that's just alcohol. Just look at it. It's like a 101 guy.
It's like a cocktail menu from a different bar. Just read that too.
It's just someone else's menu. Just suggestions.
All right, so a couple of minutes walk, and the town gets a little nicer. You're still in a low rent area, but it's the upmarket bit of the low rent area where people care a little bit more about their property and can do something about it, which makes a bit more of a difference. The garbage men still come around here and pick up the trash without a police escort. You've still got posters up on the walls, but they're not as ragged or as sad looking. They're newer, brighter, less lost animals, more bands and bars and things that are going on. Of course, this close to the circus, posters for the circus. Carnival, posters for there are ubiquitous. They're everywhere. And yeah, you come to a much smaller apartment block. Only 3 stories, wood veneered front, safety door, no attendant sat inside, but the doors seem to work and there is a doorbell at ground floor for each of the apartments.
I look for Bolin on the.
She's in number 3.
I push the call button.
It buzzes through. There's no answer. Looks like 6 apartments in this 3-story building.
And are these doors that don't open unless the person on the other end opens them for you?
Or if you have a radio key.
And there's nobody inside. Can Can I just? I want to try to call another. Like I'm gonna glance at the door, the buildings to see which one has a light on.
Okay, it looks like 4, 1, and 6 all have lights on.
I will ring 6.
Hello?
Hi, I left my key inside. Could you let me in, please?
Who is this, please?
I'm Alice.
Oh, yes. Okay, one moment. Bzzz.
That's it.
Yeah, I've lived in those buildings. Nobody cares.
Mhm.
Oh, you know the name of someone? Sure, come on in.
That literally would have been a dead end street for Oren. Like, no idea how to figure out that problem.
Nick's just happy to be here.
You just have
Where's
to know
Carmen?
what people want, and they want normalcy. So you just
Yeah.
convince them that's normal, and they let you in.
I
So
mean,
you've got a short hallway. Apartments 1 and 2 are down here on the ground floor. There's an elevator, which looks like it's actually maintained. And also stairs.
okay.
Okay.
Racing the elevator. I won't do that.
3, 2, 1, go.
That'd be dangerous. I'll just raise Blair.
Who's probably already there.
Ah, god damn it.
She wins always, every time.
like Nick's just
Pretty
pushing the
sure.
button and Blair's already like waiting at the top like
It's been like 3 seconds.
So you reach the floor and you step out. Carpet. This is progress. On the floor in this hallway, her apartment has wooden door, glass panel down one side. Everything seems to be perfectly normal.
Knocks on door.
There is no answer.
I figured. Tries doorknob.
Doesn't open.
Does not open. Weird. So weird. Maybe, is there any potted plants on this floor? Maybe with some good luck, I can find a spare key.
That would be lucky, wouldn't it, if that were to
It would
happen?
be. can roll for
Absolutely.
it.
Let's see. So, our first roll. I am guessing that this, as a player move, then is going to be some form of change the game. So we're making a change the game roll for there to be some kind of spare key tucked away in here. What tags do you have that will assist you with this?
Just lucky, I guess.
Just lucky, I guess. Okay, so that's a plus
Yeah.
1 to your roll.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if
Eidetic memory.
eidetic. I'm gonna not be able to say that word this entire time. Eidetic memory would help if, like, maybe she had stated, "Oh well, when I get this house, I'm gonna put a key in a pot or whatever."
Probably not, no. But
Okay.
you've got a plus
can you
1 from
imagine
the
how
just lucky, I
lucky
guess.
that would be.
Or gut feeling.
Gut feeling works, yeah.
Okay, cool. And what is it I roll again?
So you roll 2d6. And then you add 2 to your total.
All right. 8 total then.
And 8. There is a key
Hooray.
in there. You
I
get
just,
a
like-
bit of mud on you and track a little bit back through the corridor. Maybe a little bit of a footprint, not a full print, just like a partial.
I
Gets
go
left
to
behind.
borrow Nick's towel for a second, then realize that it's still wet from like all the beer from earlier. It's like, never mind. But I
Sorry
didn't
about
know
that.
how to do that. Okay.
But yeah, you have a key.
I try to open the door.
Key in the lock, turn the lock, put the handle, door opens. And this is
You
a
know, It's a little
small
too easy to break into people's houses.
but tidy apartment.
Should we wait out here while you go in, or is this just like we're just gonna go in all together?
Technically, there wasn't any breaking involved.
No, I know, but as I open the door, I just go, Alice,
There
coming
is
in with company.
no answer from inside.
Okay. Don't touch anything, but come on in, guys. Everybody.
So you walk in, and as I say, it's a very small apartment. From inside this little tiny hallway, you can see into all of the rooms. The kitchen is off of the living room area. There's a bedroom, a bathroom, a utility cupboard, and that's it. 4 rooms. But it's tidy, it's clean, it's well painted, it's decorated, there are knickknacks. So she's obviously been a bit successful since last you saw her. Inside the living room, there's a fish tank with 4 fish in it, swimming back and forth.
Does it look like they've been fed recently?
What does a fish look like when it hasn't been fed recently?
Do not tempt me with these questions. You know I have the answers.
No, because when they see you walk into the room, they're both up at the water. All 4 of them are up at the water surface doing that feed me thing. Obviously, Nick notices the fish first. Aaron, you clock that there's a laptop left open on the desk. It's plugged in, still has power running to it. It's gone into power save mode, so the screen's off. Blair, the kitchen, there's a little bit of a funky smell coming from there. And Dahlia, what do you want to look at for with 2?
I think she might be a little overwhelmed right this second, because like she got inside and like this is all going to like really well, but she was hoping that once she opened the door, she'd just find like Alice sleeping on bed or something.
Be like,
And I'm assuming she does not.
What you do find in the bedroom, though, is a couple of coat hangers. There are a few dresses laid out as though they were being checked out as a possible alternative to maybe what she did go out wearing. A couple of pairs of shoes lying on the floor. It's a little bit messier than the rest of the apartment. Cupboard doors open. But it looks like someone getting ready to go out for the night rather than someone has ransacked this place.
Awesome. First time you go out and you don't come back. That's doesn't bode well for future events going out, but okay. It's fine. It's gonna be great. Any of you see anything?
Nick's feeding.
I'm gonna be looking around to see if there are any books.
Not a lot,
I
but
might
yeah. There's a few books in there.
Anything that might clock my specialties, any occult style?
Definitely not. In fact, as far away from the occult style as you might think, because the book that looks like it's seeing the most use is a coding language book that's been very well thumbed. Looks like a college level textbook, maybe.
Good for her.
Probably second hand, you would guess, by the state of it.
I'm going to have the kitchen smell.
I'm going to call out to Dahlia. Any idea if she would be the only one here?
In the bedroom, I only see her clothes for one.
Yeah.
I don't see clothing that belongs to anybody else.
I'm gonna start looking through
and
the
one side of the
kitchen
bed has
area.
been slept on, the other hasn't.
Okay.
So
And
Blair in the
considering
kitchen.
this was her first date in a while, I think she's been living here by herself.
That's fair.
Blair is in the kitchen, looking for the source of the funky smell. It does not take you long to find it. She left the milk out with the lid off. The fridge is closed, but there's an open bottle of milk on the side. Not a lot in it, but it's clearly started to turn and go a bit unpleasant. So you're getting that sort of whiff of curdling milk.
She's been out a while. Milk's bad.
It's been at least 24 hours. That's what the time the email was tagged when it was emailed to me.
These are very well looked after fish, so I don't think she would just abandon them like this. So I think something's gone wrong.
Do you want me to try to get into her laptop? See if
Sure.
she was looking for directions, anything like that?
Yeah, I know she was going on a date, and she looks like she tried on a couple of outfits in their bedroom. So I don't. Maybe she looked up. Maybe there's who she was talking to on some sort of.
Yeah.
I don't use social media, so I don't really understand how it all works. It's. I've learned that it's very toxic for me, and I just start to try to fix people on the internet, and it's not a good idea.
Oof, that's definitely not going to be.
Can't
fun.
fix people that don't want fixing.
That's the
I just
very
got called a
definition of the
troll a lot. I
punishment
don't
of
understand
Sisyphus.
why.
I have a flip phone, so I don't use social media.
I do have a pair of gloves. I didn't have them on before, but I will put them on before I start tapping around the
Oh,
keyboard.
Nick's not that. He's touching everything with his hands.
I would try to get into the laptop, see if it's password protected or anything.
A little wiggle on the trackpad shows you that it is password protected.
Okay, then what I'm going to do is look around and see what is what's in prominent places, like in the area, try to get an idea of what she might have used for a password.
Mm-hmm.
Is that anything that I could maybe use skilled researcher on?
Yes, that seems reasonable. So we're doing an investigate.
Oh wait, actually, no. Oh wait.
So yeah, if you make an investigate check, and you can add your skilled researcher.
Okay.
Anything else
I've
that would
got-
help you with either hacking or...
Just the tags on it, appraising eye, and I can find the answer.
I can find the answer is probably the thing we're looking for, yeah. So there's
Okay.
+1 on your roll for that.
Okay. That is an 8.
And 8. So your investigation does expose you to danger. Excellent. That's perfect timing. However, you do clock 3 things that you think could be the password. There's one book on its side on top of the others, which is different to the ones around it. There's the fish tank, which is quite prominently displayed. And then there's a pile of shells on one table.
Okay. I will look around, see if maybe she wrote it down or something.
You don't think she's written it down, because if she's
Okay.
smart enough to be working in IT now,
Fair.
she's not going to have a password written down, but it is going to be something that she will keep visual clues around, and is probably some combination of 3 words.
Well, then I will look at the book and see if I might find something that would give me a clue there.
It's not a book. When you pick it up,
Oh.
it's too heavy for a book. Looks like a
Oh.
book. It's got the leather cover and everything. Looks like quite a nice antique book, except for the fact that it's brand new. When you pick it up, it's really heavy. It's one of those book safes.
Okay. Then I will see if it opens, like if it's just magnetic, or does it have a lock on it?
It does have a lock, yes. There is a 4-digit keypad lock on there.
Can I try her? Say her like try. I can't give you her birthday. It's patient confidentiality, but I could try her birthday.
Of course. Of course.
I doubt it's gonna work, but why not?
Okay, so you're going to punch in her birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, pops right open.
Oh Jesus. Somebody really needs
Oh.
to tell her that that's not the safest thing to do.
Who's going to know her birthday?
I don't know.
The prospective person that she went on a date with would
be.
perhaps, if she uses dating apps.
Also, I think social media includes that information most of the time
Yep.
too.
Also true.
Yeah.
I'm not going to question it right now because I got it open. So
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
lucky,
web
wasn't it?
security is third on the list of things that we might need to help her out with.
First was the fish.
I'm
fish.
going to, whenever she says the birthday works, I'm going to like hand her the book safe as well.
Oh, well,
See-
inside the book safe, then, Dahlia, is a birth certificate, hers, and a locket with
do I recognize the locket?
it's one that she used to wear in sessions and she would fiddle with. You never got to see inside it, but it does open.
I will open it because I'm curious and need to understand, see what's inside. Because I wanted to know 3 years ago.
Well, inside there is a picture of a young blonde woman looking away. But the photo is clearly about 25 years old.
So probably her mother.
Did Alice have blonde hair? Nick asks Dahlia.
Did what?
Did Alice have blonde hair? Or does have blonde hair?
Did Alice have blonde hair?
At the minute she does, yes. You can see that from her work pass, which is sat next to her laptop.
Yes, it probably is her mother.
It's been
Would this
lightened.
Would this be like an older version? Does this look like a relative of hers? Like similar
It does look
features?
similar in terms of build and feature, yeah.
So just based off age, my assumption is mother of some sort or mother figure.
Wait, never mind. We'll hack into the computer. I mean, legally hack into the computer.
Because an older picture, and you said it was like 25 years old, and the person looks like about Alice's age now.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Possibly. Yeah.
So yeah,
So
her work
close it.
pass has a picture of her. It's got an RFID chip in and a logo for a company called Blue Water Tech. And it's got one of those little pull thingies that means it can slide out, because I like those.
Yeah, they're pretty
And
snazzy.
what is in her, like her, because you said the password was same for the laptop and the book safe.
Nope. The book safe
Oh,
was a 4-digit one.
okay.
And,
Password is related to the book, the shelves, and
book, the shells, and the fish.
the fish.
On the birth certificate, what is listed as the mother's name?
There isn't
will-
one listed, or a father.
Ooh.
It has a child listed, but no parents.
Damn.
I was gonna ask something, but I want to wait until the smart people are done talking.
No, please go.
So
You are
if
smart as well.
He was a doctor, but that's beside the point. What? Wait, yeah. So if you were like if you were helping her and she was your patient, I know you can't tell us, but was she adopted? Because I'm just saying, if she dyed her hair blonde, doesn't have parents on her birth certificate, and the woman in there is kept in a locket, it's possible that that might be her birth mother, and that's why she has an attachment to dyeing her hair blonde. Or she just likes her hair blonde. That's also a very plausible possibility, and I'm overthinking it.
Like he says, he did used to be a doctor, and he's quite informed, because that is literally what you were working through with her.
Okay.
Her
So she
childhood
was-
in fosterage.
Did she ever get adopted?
She never did. She went for
She aged out of the system.
yeah.
And she had a general idea of who her parents were, but she didn't, or she had no idea.
She had the locket, so she knew there was
Okay, that is
someone.
all she had. Okay.
The woman was
Oh.
facing away in the picture, wasn't she?
Yeah.
So we can't see her face.
But the birth certificate is quite new. So it's like a recent copy, not like a 25-year-old piece of paper.
Gotcha.
Sorry, Oren, that should have been very apparent to you because you are an expert in books.
That's fine.
I will put the things back into the safe and close it if there's nothing else in there, and like relock it and put it back away. I think that she believes that the picture in the locket is her birth mother, but she wasn't sure. There's no proof. We don't. From what I understand, she never figured out who it really was. Last we had spoke.
Okay. Then I might use a couple of variations, locket, number of fish, shells.
What breed are the fish? What type of fish are they?
You tell
Maybe
me.
that's
This is City of
Are
Mists.
they,
It's a collaborative game.
okay.
They're not
fan-
expensive ones.
Oh, are they not? Okay, then we'll go fantail goldfish because goldfish just need cold water. Well, not cold, but there you go.
There you go.
Fantails are American goldfish. They're like the ones you guys have more often. apart from Hong.
Are those the ones you can get at the circus when you like for a...
Oh yeah, you guys still do that. Oh.
I don't know if it's still done, but it was when I was little.
we don't have that anymore because it's you're not allowed to give animals away as a prize over here. But I don't know if it's still a thing. Yeah, 'cause
I haven't been to one
shockingly,
in years,
you give
so I
like
have
an
no idea.
8-year-old a goldfish in a bag, they go, oh.
All I
don't
remember
know.
is that my best friend and I won goldfish when we were like 8, and her parents had to keep both of them because my parents were like,
Oh.
we're not having a pet. So we had Jaws and sushi.
Oh, cute.
Well, either way, trying a couple of different variations
Yeah,
to
of course.
to see if we might.
Yeah, your variations eventually break through. It takes you a little while though while you're doing it. Blair, anything going on while you're doing that?
I'm taking care of the smell.
Blair's just like in the fridge, like,
she's just
oh
like
man,
she's just like dumped the milk, kind of washing things out, cleaning up a little.
Okie dokie. Could you make a roll for me for detecting sounds? So if you have anything that would help you with detecting sound.
I actually thought you were going to be like,
Uh,
roll to see
I-
how well you wash up.
Perfect spatial awareness,
Would be good, yeah.
knowing where people are destined to be.
Both of those help.
Shit.
Let's see. I think those would be the best because the other one says pretty much I have to be in the cabbie.
Okay. So roll 2d6 and add 2.
That
Alright.
masked man's baseball bat is going to be right in your hands.
That is a 10.
Excellent. That is very, very good. So you're at the sink, cleaning up a little bit, and you look out, you can see a little parking area out back, and
Mhm.
a car pulls in, and someone gets out. Vroom, let me find the right person. Ding. All right, yes, a woman gets out of the car, and she's moving with purpose, has on one of those strap things, and is moving very much like a police officer would. She buzzes on the door to this apartment.
Shit, it's the buzz.
That's a cop.
So the rest of you all hear the door buzz, but you don't know who it is. Orin, you've got the computer up and open. What you find on there is that she had not very much active at the minute. It's got a whole bunch of programming stuff on it, but the only active thing is an internet window right now. And in the internet window, there is a dating site and her email. And
Okay.
that's it. That's the only two things that are currently open. The dating site has timed out, so you don't know exactly what it was that she was looking at, but you do know which site it was.
Location bits.
How about the email?
The email looks like the last thing that was sent was an email to Dahlia Best and Adam Posas, whose email address is at bluewater.co. No, not .co because you're in America. .com.
Okay. and I see what the dating site was as well.
Yes, it was called Lock On, but Lock has an E.
Oh, I don't
Okay.
like the sound of that. I wouldn't go on that dating site.
I
They lock
will
onto you.
file away the information. Since we've all heard the buzzing,
Mhm.
I'm going to close the laptop.
Run? Does that make us look incriminating if we run?
I honestly don't know.
Blair, you reckon you've got a minute, 2 at most,
Better
before
go.
that police officer is here?
I have an idea. I have an
At the
idea. I have an
door.
idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. Is there a picture of Alice?
What,
Like-
in the apartment?
Yeah, just a picture of what she looks like.
There's her ID badge
Badge.
for work.
Okay, Nick's gonna do something dumb. Okay, if you guys hide, I'll look like Alice.
I'm sorry, what?
I can, yeah, I've got tons of potions that do that. He like rattles around in his pockets. Like, I'm sure I got a transmorphification one or something. I'll just like,
What?
I don't know, grab one of her hairs, drink this, and I'll shapeshift to look like her. And then when the police comes, I'll just be like, yeah, I'm fine, officer. And then everything will be fine. Because we're going to find and help her, presumably. Or is that a bad idea? You're giving me bad idea faces.
I'm confused. You can do what? I thought you were just drunk when you were talking about that.
Oh, no, well, it gets a little bit difficult. The changing back is a bit of a pain, but the changing into it's super easy. I turned Ned, one of the locals, into a raccoon. He loved it. And then the changing back was a bit hard. I think I got most of him back the way he was supposed to be, but humans are fine because human brains, I can't make myself think like I'm Alice, so I'll be fine. I'll just look like her for a little bit,
Well,
hopefully.
we have
Why-
less than a minute now.
Why
Okay,
don't I
well,
just go downstairs and say like I was looking for Alice and couldn't find her?
that also is very reasonable and doesn't mean I end up horrifically mutilating myself trying to turn into another human being. So I like that one better.
I do like the creativity, but maybe it would be best if Blair could help make us scarce.
If it comes to it.
So I should turn.
I mean,
a
like
horse
the
or something.
three of us, not Dahlia.
There is a knock at the door.
Shit.
How'd she get in? That's rude.
Miss Boland, City Police.
Go. All of you.
Where?
Okay.
I don't know.
Do we have to hide?
I don't know.
Okay.
There's
Should we
no
go-
like
should we
there's no
go-
like alternate exit, is there?
How high
There
is
has
the
to
building
be,
off the
doesn't
ground?
there?
We're on the third.
I
we're on the
mean,
second floor.
there would probably be a window somewhere.
Yeah, there's a window, and you're only one floor up.
Oh, we could survive that.
Fire escape, isn't there? There has to be a fire
There's-
escape
there's- yeah,
legally.
there has to be a fire escape by law.
Mm-hmm.
What's
So,
the plan?
we
What are we
could.
doing? She's gonna break down the door.
So the
seeing
three of
police.
you are going out the fire escape?
Sounds like a
Yep.
reasonable idea to me.
Okie dokie then. I would like you to.
Oh no.
I'm going to make you make a roll to see how sneaky you are. I would like you to take a risk.
Can I
So
turn
this
into
is
something?
taking a risk, which is going to be for stealth, just for the three of you. Dahlia's fine if she's not coming. Do you have anything that would help you be super sneaky?
I could turn into a cockroach.
Uh,
I
That'd
got
be an
these potions,
entirely
man. I gotta
different
use them
roll.
for something.
actually, my self-defense pacifist, part of that is blend into a crowd. So,
if the three of us stand together, we're technically a crowd. As they say, two's company,
well, no,
three's a
I
crowd.
was thinking to look normal once down
Yeah,
there.
once you're
because-
down.
I have nobody questions why I'm here.
I have.
Oh, that's good.
I have bartender. I have understanding.
So arguably Blair doesn't have to escape either. which will
Mhm.
make it a little bit easier if it's just Nick and Oren who have got to try and get down the fire escape. But you are still both going to have to roll,
Okay.
just in case one of you falls down the stairs.
Okay, Arn, if anything goes wrong, I'm sorry. I could have turned into a goldfish.
It's fine.
It
I
was
have
on the-
rapid
it was in
healing.
the
We're
cards.
good.
Either that or an alpaca. I don't know why the two are so close to each other, but they are.
Why an alpaca?
I don't know. Every time I try to go fish, I go alpaca. It's very complicated. Alchemy's hard. All right, what am I rolling? Just 2d6.
Just
and then-
2d6.
Well, I got a 4. I
Oh.
was panicking too much about the alpaca.
I got a 9.
So, like, that
Okay.
compensates.
Well,
right?
on the upside, Oren makes it down the stairs.
Shit. I can't go to jail again.
That's why he lost his license.
What I can do
Right.
though is I can do a soft move. Oh no, I can do a hard move because Nick screwed up. So yeah, you
I
make
go out
it.
the front door. Like,
No, you
I'll
make
just
it. You make it,
Okay.
but you fall down the last few steps and land on some of your potion bottles, and you hear them crack.
Shit. Oh,
And
no.
you're now lying in a puddle of mixed transmogrifying potions.
Oh, thank God. At least that's not the ones that are acid. Because I have just miscellaneous potions that do whatever.
Actually, good job
shape-shifting
you were
ones
going
are-
on about all the weird things that you could turn into with the potions you had.
Well, we have to go back to the lab to make more of them.
Yeah, the grass where you were laying does not look right. Surely
It has
those Venus
arms.
flytraps that big only exist in cartoons.
Oh God.
Oh, then we need to get the hell out of here before Noah's Ark
Let's get
emerges
going.
from this
Come on.
grass. Okay.
So there's another knock at the door. City
I will-
police, open up.
I will walk to the door. As soon as I open, I'm like, oh, thank God you're here. I've been looking for my friend. She messaged me, and I can't find her. And
Let me see your
I'm
hands, please,
scared.
ma'am.
I'm holding like the key in my hand.
Okay. All right. Who? Are you Alice Bolan?
No, I'm her. I was her psychologist. She sent me an email stating that if she didn't come home, that it would alert me, and I got the email to alert, so I came to check on her.
She seems to relax slightly, and her hand strays away from her gun. So, Detective Alyssa Santiago has curly black hair, which she's got pulled back into what's probably supposed to be a fairly severe ponytail, but it does seem to escape from it every once in a while. She's wearing a sort of striped, well-fitted blouse shirt and tan slacks, has her police badge on the belt of her slacks, flat shoes, and she's packing quite an old-style pistol rather than an automatic. It looks to be a revolver.
Would know nothing about a gun, but
Smith and Wesson.
And you're her therapist?
her psychologist, yes.
Right. Okay, her boss called in. Said
She
he got an
can- I'm
alert
assuming.
saying that she wasn't home, didn't make it home after going out.
Well, I'm glad that she sent it to 2 people, but yes, I got the same alert, so I came to check on her since I knew where she lived.
Okay, do you mind if I come in?
Sure.
Detective walks in, nods to Blair.
I was really hoping Blair would be like in the fridge, and like she goes, "I better check the fridge," and just like Blair's hand like holds it, some like a Diet Pepsi, like, "Oh, thanks."
Blair's just idly doing any like lingering dishes that
Yeah.
Alice had laying around.
I'm meant to
You,
be
you belong here. Clearly, you're probably like a roommate or
Mhm.
something
Or a
like
potted
that.
plant, or just whatever.
Do you two outside want to do anything?
Orange, should we break for it?
Probably don't want to go too far.
Okay, should we hide in these bushes?
No.
Oh, does that? Oh yeah, that would look bad. That would look really bad, wouldn't it?
If you look sneaky, people are gonna assume you're doing something bad.
That is true. That is very true. Okay.
Let's just walk back to the cab. It's fine.
Yep. No, that makes sense. Yeah, total sense.
All right, so the two of you walk back to the cab. Meanwhile, back inside, Dr. Best and Detective Santiago.
Yes, so I'm glad that you're here. I was looking to try to find her, and I was hoping that I could find something here. Maybe she had fallen asleep, and then, things just took a turn, and like she forgot to turn the email off. That's what I was hoping, but unfortunately that doesn't seem to be the case.
Mm-hmm. But you have a key?
Oh yeah, she told me where the spare was previously, so.
Okay. Probably smart. She didn't have a lot of friends from what her boss was telling me.
Yeah, that's why I think she messaged me. She literally stated, I don't have many people to turn to, so I'm using you as an alert. And
obviously, this isn't like a formal subpoena or anything, so I know you have patient-doctor confidentiality and stuff. Did she say anything to you about going out?
The extent of my knowledge is probably what her boss got, is that she went on a date.
A date? Okay, that's new information. She pulls out a little notepad and writes that down. She looks concerned. Like more concerned than you would assume that somebody who just had a missing persons report for someone would normally be.
Can I try to basically psychoanalyze her to convince her to tell me more things?
Sure. It is literally your job. So that's a convince roll.
Okay, I want to do... honestly, I have 4 I could use. Just give me a bonus, I think. Truly wants to do good. Calming demeanor, psychologist, and asking questions.
I think the psychologist and asking questions are probably the strongest ones, because you can only apply 2 tags maximum.
Oh, I don't know how this game works. So, okay.
Which is
So
okay.
it is.
But you've
I've
got
got, like,
a
8
choice
tags.
that you could work on.
Yeah.
That is a 10.
A 10. 10 is a good number. 10 is a complete success. So yeah, her body language tells you that there is more to this than one phone call from a tech guy about a missing girl.
There's something's wrong. What happened? Why the concern? Like, this was supposed to be a date. Like, yes, she's missing, and I'm glad that the police are on this. It just seems...
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously we don't send like a detective round to check on a call without a proper missing persons report. So, like, I can't tell you much, but this might be connected to a bigger problem that I'm looking into.
Oh, really?
This isn't the first girl to go missing.
That's terrible. I can say that from what I know, the person might be using a dating site. Lock On. That might help. I don't know who it is, though.
That is interesting. We have spoken to them once, and it might be worth visiting again. Look, if you know anything or you hear anything, give me a call. She hands you her card.
Of course.
I'm concerned we might not have long to find her.
Well, then I want to do everything we can to save her, of course, because she just got her on her feet. She deserves to have the best life.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, there's something that she almost says but doesn't.
I don't know how this works. I have reading the tapestry.
Ooh, you do, don't you? So, there is a connection between the detective and what is occurring here, but it isn't a connection to Alice.
Like she possibly lost someone.
Not someone close to her, but it looks like there are other threads that connect to the detective going out into the world. You would guess, in fact, 6 other threads that are all linked to the detective and Alice in the same. Well, they're all linked to the detective in the same way that Alice is. And one of those threads is cut at the end, flapping loose.
Off of the detective and Alice?
Sorry?
Off of the detective and
Yeah.
Alice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, as a tapestry reader, you would recognize the symbology of that. It looks like the thread of someone's life was cut short too soon. The others are indistinct, like it's not known what has occurred to them, but the detective is clearly aware that one of these other threads' lives was cut short.
Okay. So she doesn't, like, she gets like a flash of this feeling, like she sees it but doesn't understand it completely because like she doesn't know about her mythos.
Yeah.
And she's like,
It's like walking into one of those weird red string wall rooms.
yeah.
The big wall of conspiracy stuff with red string everywhere, and there's bits of string coming out from the detective.
Somebody was found already, weren't they?
Doctor, you have your rules. I have mine. I can't comment on an open case, but her body language is going, shit, I gave too much away.
I'm so sorry. I'm really good at reading people. It's my job.
I know the feeling.
Okay. Understandable. I'm gonna try my best to help the best of my ability, and I will keep you in the loop if I find anything. And hopefully you do the same. I appreciate. I know you can't tell me anything, but at least if you find anything about Alice, please.
Yeah, I'll do what I can to keep you in the loop.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna stay and look around. If you want to go.
Sure. Nikki does not, but Dahlia doesn't see why she can't trust this lady.
Blair,
Right,
on the front door of the refrigerator, there is a business card held on by a magnet. Black business card, some kind of kanji on it.
Okay.
And then a name and a phone number.
We'll go ahead and...
It seems out of place.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and snag it.
Okay.
Maybe one of the others might know more about this once we regroup.
All right, so you can regroup downstairs. We'll cut to you regrouping.
Did you get busted?
No.
No, we're fine.
Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the bar.
Okay.
She looks a little confused right now because she probably doesn't look at the tapestry often, and this is probably like the third time it's happened in her entire life. So she's just like a little confused about what it means.
This would be
Is
quite a
everything
big
okay?
one as well, because I imagine the other times you've looked at the tapestry, it'd either be by accident, potentially, or just, hey, look, a normal person. Oh, that was weird. And all of a
Yeah.
sudden it's like, oh,
Why did that thread get cut in my head and then they got hit? That's weird. Okay.
Is everything okay?
Trauma. Push that back. But
So back at the bar, it's a little chaotic when you walk in. Most of the clientele are asleep, but Duncan and one of the other patrons have stripped down to the waist and moved some bar stools out of the way and are just about to start some drunken bare knuckle boxing.
Okay, guys, we talked about this. Not allowed to do that anymore.
I
Yeah,
don't
come
want
on
to get you in
now.
trouble. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shirts
all
back on. Stop
All
showing
right,
off
well,
those
we'll-
pecs.
I'll drag these losers out of here.
Oh, well, that's appreciated. Remember, drink plenty of water.
Fish pee in that.
Everything peas in that, my friends.
That's why I only
Especially
drink
fish.
beer.
Exactly.
That and that's all you ever serve.
Yep.
So they're kind of
I'm not
dragging
sure.
their unconscious and staggering friends out through the door.
Should apply there for rumors. Oh well.
Nikki, that bottle of bourbon you were eyeing up earlier is still sat there at the bar.
oh, thank God, she just walks over and grabs it and pours a very tall glass.
Oh, that's how you do a shot. Okay.
No, the shot is I pour a shot. This is a shot. This is 5 shots.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah. I was wondering what those tiny glasses were for. I thought it was for serving the little, the olives individually to people. But I'm now realizing that that's not what they're for.
No, it's a shot glass. That's why they're called
Gotcha.
shot glasses.
Ah, right. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
So- So what did you find out? Is it happy or not happy?
Okay, first, the cop was there because the boss got contacted as well, and evidently this is a case that's happened before. There's been other people who've gone missing, and Nick, you've talked about some really weird things, but I saw something for a moment. It was like some type of weaving, some tapestry or something, a lot of strings, and one of them was abruptly cut, and it was connected to both the police officer and Alice. 6 of them, all connected, one severed. And I feel like that has significance. Like it felt off, it felt wrong, it felt like it was cut short.
Would I be able to roll to see if I mean, Matt knows a lot of.
But Oren is a classic book collector, so mythology, that kind of thing, it tracks.
Can Nick roll? Because he hears all the rumors.
Right.
Presumably, there's a possibility, because this must come up in the news if fucking people are getting kidnapped and things like that. Surely. So
Yeah, you could both roll on different. Anybody can like, if you've got something that you think might help.
Well, I can't help much with.
But
with
you got
the
all knows all the
threads.
news. So, do you want to
More-
investigate? Investigate seems like the best choice.
Yeah, well, just to learn more about the missing people thing rather than the threats. Nick has no idea about that. He's just as blown away.
Okay, well, in
He's
that
like,
case, Nick can
"Oh."
take the risk
Oh,
or change the game. No, sorry, change the game. Take the risk is, I was thinking Monster of the Week. I finally learnt that lesson from you in Monster of the Week, and I'm applying it in the wrong thing. It's change the
Don't worry
game
about
for
it.
Nick.
okay.
I guess I can find the answer, and skilled researcher would be.
Absolutely, yes.
So that's a total of 10 for me.
Wowzer.
was gonna say I would roll. I don't know if do the dead deserve another chance would work, or knowing where people are destined to be.
Knowing where people are destined to be would probably be something.
Okay.
Yeah, and you were there in the
avoid it.
room.
Mm-hmm.
Nilux happy. That means it's either a 12 or it's a double 1.
It's 12.
Wow.
So it's a 13 if I have because I had the +1 for my power. Yeah. These drunks know something.
Got a 10.
Excellent. Wow.
You're going to find out about my mythos before I find out.
Go
about
team
The three of us
research.
are just in like a triangle, like, whoa.
So Oren
Mhm.
will recognize the concept of the mythos, the idea that there are weavers and that time is a tapestry. It has, strong Greco-Roman roots and origins, but it also pops up in Babylonian culture, Sumerian culture, all over the ancient world. This idea that weaving is in some way connected to prophecy or to life. So you would get that much, certainly. You wouldn't be able to necessarily pinpoint exactly which culture is behind the vision that Dahlia saw, but certainly that it seems to be some kind of fate-based mythos and possibly a prediction of the future or an ability to spot connections that are invisible to mortal minds.
Then I would relay that along with, just because I know some of the myths around weaving, just don't forget the story of Arachne, where she challenged the gods to a contest of weaving and was turned into a spider as a result when she beat Athena. So just adding in that little bit of ominousness.
Noted.
I mean, I can turn you into a spider if you want.
I don't
but
want to be a spider. Thank you.
that's fair. That's fair. The legs
It's
are hard
just
to
something to
turn
be
back.
careful of. It's
I won't challenge
it's
any
power.
gods.
All
She
right,
doesn't believe in
Nick.
gods.
The gossip that it doesn't actually come from the old geezers.
Oh,
Interestingly enough,
I have regulars who aren't that awesome.
there's a guy who you went to school with,
Okay. Yeah.
morgue attendant,
Oh.
and he pops
Okay.
in sometimes. And he's told you a couple of times that there have been a few girls that have been found in the river, and that they've had to kind of hush it up a little bit because it's weird.
I'm assuming he's friends with me. I'm not friends with him. If in polite conversation he goes, "Yeah, there was more girls dragged up from the river."
No, more of he came in one night very clearly shaken, drank more than he
right,
should have
okay.
done, and
Yeah,
kind of
and then
spilled his
blabbed.
guts.
Okay. That makes sense.
So yeah, dead girl, young, weird, it's creepy, no blood.
How long ago would this have been when he told me
This will have been probably about 2 months back.
Oh, that's not good, because it means this has been going on for a while.
Blair, did you check on the dead being where they were supposed to be thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I rolled a 10.
Okay, well, it's the City of Mist. There are lots of dead people who aren't where they should be. It's one of the things that keeps you busy, is trying to find spirits that ended up where they weren't meant to be and putting them back where they were meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you realize that milk smell was actually tied into that sense. The reason things smell off in that apartment wasn't because there was manky milk there. It was because that girl's spirit is not in the place it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And you've got that business card as well.
Yeah. Which I'll relay I'll flip open the business card and then be like, as far as the milk, it wasn't just the milk that was off. It just something felt weird, like somebody wasn't where they were supposed to be in more than a physical sense.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm extremely confused, and it takes a lot to confuse me, but
Well, most of you have been on a ride with me before, and we've gone places that don't make sense.
Was pretty cool meeting Julius Caesar.
to be fair, I thought that was a costume.
Oh no, that might have just been a guy who's really into his LARPing. Now to think about it.
Was I not just drunk those nights? Because I usually only catch a ride from you when I'm drunk, and then we did make some strange stops. I just assumed it was a long way around.
You just roll down the window. There's like skeletal hands rising up, moans in the dead, going, "Oh, this isn't my stop."
She's really good at people watching, but evidently when she's drunk, she's oblivious, and also evidently she's like, weird shit. This doesn't make any sense. There has to be a logical explanation.
No, I love it.
I love that naturally Dahlia has just become the everyman.
I have talked about turning people into spiders, so I think I've lost that street cred. A friend of mine came in recently, and by recently I mean like 2 months ago, and now that we're talking about dead people, he mentioned a dead person, and now the missing people might be related to that.
This has been going on for months.
Well, that was 2 months ago, and that was the first case. I would assume that's the first. Like, even if he didn't tell me, I could assume if he's shit-faced enough and traumatized enough to start talking about that, it's probably the first.
It's the only one he knows about.
Oh, that's chilling. Okay.
Also, if it's a metaphysical problem, could be a reason why something would go unsolved.
Oh, I failed metaphysics in uni. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so leaving dead people, spirits not belonging where they're supposed to be, and a business card. Walk in a bar?
Okay, yeah. So yeah, the business card that Blair is holding is a black business card. It's decorated with peony blossoms in pink. They weren't visible earlier because they were under the magnet. It has a kanji symbol on it, and the name is Ishikama Ryuki, and then there is a phone number.
Is there anything to indicate, other than the peonies, like what the business is?
How good's your kanji? You could probably look it up, to be fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. I mean, I'm not going to say Oren would know, but
Oren would know how to find out.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Did we get the name of the guy on the dating app? We did, didn't we?
You got the name of the app, not the name of the person.
Really? I thought maybe
the person
was
that
lock on,
and the person she emailed besides Dahlia.
That
Which
was the boss.
Her boss.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So yeah, the kanji is a stylized take on the word matchmaker.
Okay.
Now imagine their ads. We're to lock on dating. It's like a missile straight to your heart. Wait, no, that's bad. We're not doing that. It's like a gun sight. No, that's worse somehow. Damn it.
I will get off my I'll assume like it was a translation app on the phone.
Yeah, I mean phones are pretty good. You can kind of hover over things now and go, what does that say?
Yeah, Blair's ancient Greek is much better than her Japanese.
Fair.
And I will relay that information that is a matchmaker. Maybe if she was having trouble reaching out, this might have seemed easier.
So, okay, this might be for Nye as well as Nick. So, like, a matchmaker is in a person.
Not a person who makes matches,
No, but a person that like
matches you up with someone.
That's not an app. That's just a person that does that.
So she
It's
was
like a
also on a
wingman.
dating site, and she has this
And-
contact thing
Oh,
for a
man.
matchmaker.
Okay. Wow.
I'll hand the business card to Dahlia. Be like, "You're better with people. I can find out information if you need it, but
It's
You're just
also
supposed to-
pretty late now. It's like 11 p.m.
I mean, I can call and leave a message and ask them to call back. Maybe, or try calling tomorrow. I don't think they're going to tell me, oh, hey, do you know an Alice? And has she been at your store and connected with a serial killer, possibly?
no. But if we can find if it's a location, if you see things, you might be able to get information."
Well,
I mean,
well, first off, I think I was going to say, can we just like Google Lock On? Like, are they new? Or are they an old dating app? Whatever.
That's
are they
fair.
like? Are they like?
Get just like
whatever's-
basic information on the app
Yeah,
itself.
like are they like Tinder or are they like Bumble? That's all
They're
Grindr.
kind of a local version. They're a
farmers
dating
only,
service
okay.
in the city. They're not like an international one because there is no international because nobody leaves the city. But they have been around for about 10 years.
Oh, never mind then. That's fine. So
Is there because a lot of times with tech and apps, you'll have like a figurehead type person that talks about it to the public. Is there something like that for Lock On?
It's actually easier to find out by just from their website that what you've got is it's an agency that was set up by a woman whose last name was Locke, and that's why it's called Lock On. Nothing more deep than that. So a woman by the name of
likely
Janelle
story.
Locke, who after her late husband passed away, decided that she wasn't going to remarry, but she wanted to use the money that she got through inheriting it to help others to make matches as good as hers, is the party line.
Yeah.
And so she set up the Lock On dating agency 10 years ago in a small office downtown, and it's grown from success to success. PR. It looks like they have about 10 full-time members of staff dedicated to helping people find partners.
In that case, my next search would be the name of the matchmaker and then the app
Man, having
to see if
Google
there is a
great.
connection between those two.
There is not. Miss Ishikama is significantly more upmarket. She doesn't have a web presence. She sees clients either by invitation or by reference. Her prices aren't listed because it's what you can afford.
if you insult her, she just sends you to the one that kills you.
Oh,
But there are a
God.
couple of message board posts that talk about her in this legendary way. In fact, they refer to her in many cases as Auntie Roo.
So
Okay. Well, then, if we're waiting until tomorrow, it seems like there's two avenues we could go down. We could try to get information from Lock On, which knows how that'll go, or we could see into this matchmaker.
Well, I guess maybe I'm misunderstanding this, but I'm assuming we're trying to find the person she went on the date with, because presumably that's the last person that would have seen her.
Of course.
Yeah.
In a reasonable context, unless we just start asking random people. So either they came through the app or they came through the matchmaker.
If there was messaging through the app, a lot of times they'll have data collection. And the
I
like.
will say that the detective said that the dating app was the first time they heard of that. But there were 6 threads. So I'm not sure if it's all related.
I know the detective said that they had spoken to the dating app before.
Oh, they spoke to the dating app, but I don't think they got anywhere with it. She couldn't give me much information. It was more her. She kind of gave off.
Well, then,
I'm still confused by that, honestly.
Okay. So, Oren, maybe I misunderstand you as an individual. Are you good at hacking?
no,
Oh, shoot. Okay.
I find answers in more conventional ways, but
Damn. Okay. That goes out my phone.
I do know a little bit about everything.
I'm trying to think. This is also Nye, but I guess Nick is also saying something. I'm trying to think how we're going to get through to the matchmaker. Because, like, the company, we're smart people. We'll work it out. But I don't know. She's going to be like.
I could pretend to be setting up for a match, or Blair could.
That's true, but I'm thinking
Makes
specifically
sense.
how would we get information about Alice? Because that's what I'm thinking is like.
I could say my friend. I heard great things about it. My friend was talking about it. She gave me the card.
Yeah.
Try to
Nye,
pick up.
for your records, by the way, sorry, while I remember, the morgue guy who you went to school with,
Yeah.
Dr. Richie Cole.
Richie Cole.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could. Oh, that's dumb of me. I could go talk to the people that have all the dead bodies because I was okay. Yeah, that makes sense actually. So yeah, I would just add that. Okay, well I can go talk to the dead body people. If people would
The
like.
mortician.
Yeah. Richie and me go well back since like medical school.
Wait, you're a doc. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, we did
worked
talk about
together.
this.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's okay. We talked about this.
Was I like 6 drinks in?
You were also a good friend would tell you this. You were also a little bit upset with me because I gave up my practice, sold my car, my condo to buy this shithole. Was your exact framing, although there was a lot more expletives. But I think we have come as friends to a healthy. You're giving me a face like we've not come to that situation, and I promise you, the answer I gave was definitely sufficient as to why I did such a thing. You need body language. He's lying. No, we definitely. I gave you an answer that you definitely were happy with. Yeah, I can go. I can talk.
I know that you're lying right this second, but I'm not going to psychoanalyze you at the moment. I've been yelled at enough by Liam for doing that.
That is, yeah, that's true. Well, so there, I could go talk to the dead body guy. Yeah, I'm just gonna call him that now. And then we could like split up into teams. So like Blair, I mean, you are quite conventionally attractive. So I think if you went to the matchmaker and we're like, hey, like or Dahlia as well, or Oren for that matter. All 3 of you are very conventionally attractive. This is weird to say out loud to friends. Now that I'm saying this out loud, it feels weird. But each of you could go. Really should just stop talking now that I think about it.
It's way more amusing though to listen, and I'm on my 7th shot now, so I'm
That's
back to
good.
where we were that night.
Yeah.
Okay, so that seems probably to me like a good place to break off so that we can try and soak up some of that information, and then we can begin investigating the next day, next week in our session then.
Okay, cool.
Sounds good.
Yeah, works for me.
Excellent stuff. Well, thank you very much, everybody.
Mhm.
What day is it? It's Monday.
Mhm.
It's a bank holiday Monday, so nobody knows what day it is.
Mm.
And I've lost track of time months ago.
Also fair.
So if it's Monday, that means that the rest of the week consists of, on Garblag, we got Coriolis tomorrow. Then on Wednesday, Once Upon a Time in the Old World, bit of Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. Thursday is D&D.
D&D.
D&D, being run by Audun, doing his debut show on Garblag.
Is it really?
It's
shit.
the first time he's run something, yeah.
Holy
And then
shit.
Friday, Aaron is going to do a much scarier version of Blades in the Dark than the Josh version, and I'm a little bit terrified, which is cool. Thank you very much to my guests, Nye. Nye, tell us about $2 Creature feature.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm part of a podcast called $2 Creature Feature. I can't remember our socials. They're going to shout at me on Saturday when I see them. But
No,
that's
it's okay because we've got a link and I pinged it.
fine. Oh, you are a treasure. Thank you. That does all the hard work for me.
Wow.
So yeah, we have an episode coming out tomorrow. We do it every second Tuesday. So yeah, that'll be fun.
This
Can't
is
remember
assuming
which
I
one
can
this
remember
is.
everybody's tags.
But yeah, it should be fun. I'm trying to remember what that episode was. Oh, it's that episode. Yeah, you should check out. It's a funny episode. I do pretty much what I did here, but as a different person.
Are you still playing the
Okay.
same character from when I was editing?
Yeah, Eric. Yeah, I'm playing Eric, so I don't know if that's the same. Yeah, it's Eric. He got
He's fun.
he got Xavier.
Oh, that's interesting.
I know. Scaled a lot harder. But yeah, that's me.
Sin, you got anything to plug at the minute?
For right now, it's mostly just this. I've got a couple of appearances that'll be coming up later in next month, but I'm on a hiatus dealing with health issues right now. But if you want to follow my Twitch for my triumphant return at some point to Cozy Gaming, it is Synthetic 20 TTV. I also have some TTRPG products that are either out or will be coming out soon. NDA lasers exist that keep me from telling you more about them, but if you want to know more, follow me on Twitter and you'll get all your information there.
I feel the same way. I really want to start talking about the Dark Reflections Princess D&D book, but I don't know how much we're allowed to yet. But it's going to be cool.
I just literally don't say anything because I'm not good at parsing what information I should and shouldn't say.
Fair.
I know too much.
I think it's going to be cool. That's too much. You can't tell them if you think it's going to be cool. They might not want to buy it.
Quick, distract everybody. Kawaifu.
I just, you can find me on Twitter, and you can find me on in Discord.
I don't think I
Hang
have a
around.
special link for you. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I don't have anything going on like these folks. Yeah,
Yet.
I might
Keyword.
try, but working full time tends to damper my
Yep.
work on this sort of avenue.
Okay, and
I feel
Nikki.
that.
Shill
Um,
away.
I have so many things. Hi, I'm Nikki, aka Beholder to No One. I have a show that releases
Oh.
every Monday and Thursday. Mondays are discussion episodes for the for discussion episodes with the TTRPG community, and Thursdays alternate between one shots of non-D&D games and an actual play. I also produce
Looking super
I also
professional right here,
produce-
me. I'm trying to post your links in there, and I'm like, what's Nikki's links?
It might be Beholder to No One. I don't know. I also produce Chaotic Wonderful, which is a TTRPG mini campaign and one-shot Twitch stream that's brand new. We have a new show coming up on Thursday this week where we'll have episode 2 of Wanderhome. I'm very excited because my ragamuffin character is fucking adorable. Sweetest little character ever. And you can also find me on Weave the Tale a lot because I'm the project director over there. So you can find me there doing a whole bunch of stuff, and our fall season starts September 12th. So we are ramping up for that. If you want tonight, if you go to Weave the Tale, I'll be playing Wicked Ones, which is a Kickstarter that's currently available. It's ending soon, like tomorrow, I think. So we're doing a last minute one shot tonight. And then, yeah, Thursday on Wanderhome. And then next Friday, Monster of the Week starts back up on 2000 Tales role playing. I'm going to be sad but excited, so you should come and check that out at 9 p.m. Eastern on 2000 Tales role playing on YouTube. I'll remind you next week too.
Cool stuff.
Also
Nikki.
hire me for all the things I do.
Yes.
There's lots of them. Just go look at my page. It's on there.
Yeah, seriously, you
It's
could
very
literally
good.
just hire a couple of us and have everything you need to get a TTRPG
Yeah.
from creative design to final completion. It'd be easy.
And
Elemental
Nikki has
writing.
just reminded me of something that I forgot to plug.
Haha, you're welcome.
I am signed up to be a writer on the Silly Monsters supplement that is currently on Kickstarter. If you just search Silly Monsters on Kickstarter, it has about 3 weeks left to go, and it's still looking to make its funding goal. So if you're interested in things that will make your players die laughing, then definitely check that out.
But maybe not if you just want your players to die.
Oh, that's boring. You can kill any player anytime, but can you make them laugh?
Yeah,
That's the
that is
question.
harder.
Mhm.
Right, at some point I will find the link and reuse it again for Nikki. I am a bad person sometimes. However, that's it from us tonight. Oh, will it? Let's have a look.
You can get everyone
No.
that's important.
Sorry, good guess though.
We'll
Try.
get them written down.
Yeah, they vanished in a Discord conversation some while back. Anyway,
I'll have a look for them afterwards.
thanks for joining us this evening. I've got a few bits and pieces going on as well. I've got my own Discord server now, Muhahaha, upon which I'm running a couple of play-by-post games through Start Playing Games, where you can also hire me to do adventures and such like for you. I've got my bits and pieces on Drive-Thru RPG, which I'm hoping to expand on, and Itch, but come and join us on the Garblag Discord, and all of the links are much easier to find there. Thank you very much, one and all, and good night.